Hey y'all, it's Kathy Bow. I'm your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Not that I forgot what I am. I'm just trying to figure out my desk right now. I'm your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am so happy to be sharing this card with you today. And guess what? I'm going to try and stay in the frame. How about that? Anyway, this is a super duper easy wedding card, and you see there's one layer besides the ribbon and the little pearls, and on the inside, wishes for a lifetime of love and happiness. Isn't that pretty? I love the font on this. So I'm sorry for the glare right there, but we will get through it. Okay, so what I'm using today is very vanilla cardstock. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet cut just in half, so it's 5.5 by 4.25. And this right here will be that layer right there. And that one is 5.25 by 4. So it's 5.25 this way, 4 by that way. And I'm going to be using these. Unfortunately, are apparently retired. They may be in our clearance rack. I didn't check, but Stampin' Up! Has had pearls forever, and now I don't see them in the catalog, so I don't know. So we're going to use a few, but I'll show you that one at the end when I'm finished. We're going to use the polka dot tulle ribbon. Oops, it goes, let's see, yeah, both sides are just as fuzzy as the other. Isn't that cute? This is just the cutest ribbon. And we're going to use the Dandelion Wishes sentiment here that says wishes for a lifetime of love and happiness. This is such a beautiful set. I can't wait to do some heat embossing with maybe the white or off-white dandelions on like a midnight cardstock. I can't wait. I'm going to be using this thingamajig to clean my stamps, and yes, it looks terrible, but it is amazing. I love it. It's wet right now, and I just keep it in a what would be a stamp case. We can buy these clear cases. I think you get 4 in a pack for maybe $6. And I did use my Stampin' Trimmer here to cut my cardstock down. So we'll put him up for now. We're going to be using the Stamparatus. And you don't have to have one of these, but if you have one, it's going to make things a lot easier. And this is the new Tufted Dynamic Textured Impressions Embossing Folder. I know that's a mouthful, but it looks like, you know, like I mean, it's tufted. I don't know. Y'all know what it looks like. It looks like this. See, isn't that pretty? And you would kind of just want to put a little dot of something right there on all those little dotted places. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to use that. And our ink today is gray granite. Super simple. Matter of fact, we're going to do the ink first. So we'll see how well I do this, because when I did it, when I made this card here, I had to put it in the Stamparatus, and it's still just a little bit wonky, so I don't know. You know, sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm not, right? Wishing you, yeah, that's the right one. Okay, so we will get started. Let me put things in 5 different places so I can't find it when I'm trying to show y'all, right? Again, Dandelion Wishes, and this is called the Claremont Stamp Set. We've talked about this in my Stamping 101 videos. There is a video there that will explain all the different type stamps that you can use. Okay, so we'll have our cardstock and our ink. And now I would use this if this was a photopolymer stamp, because it would not, the photopolymer does not have a cushion. The stamp does, so I don't need a cushion, right? Right. Okay, and I just bought an extra magnet to go on the base of this, and I got it from Stampin' Storage. I'm not affiliated with them, and I make 0 if I tell y'all to go to Stampin' Storage. But I do love it, and they're super cool people, and they're Christians, and I like doing business with them. So I will tell you, I got this magnet from Stampin' Storage. I'm just going to fold this down to the size that that my card is going to be when I finish. And this is a bone folder, and somebody said, is that made out of real bone? Yeah, it is. I know that's gross, right? Okay, so I've got a magnet back here. I've got 2 of them. We do not want them to ever touch. They cannot be friends. They can only be long distance friends. And put one here. You see how hard that snaps down? Goodness gracious. I'm going to wiggle this around a little bit. Of course, I do have another magnet there, so. Okay, and I'm going to put my sentiment. Let's see. I should stamp that on a little something first. Please hold. I've got a scrap of Very Vanilla right here, which doesn't even need to be the same color, but I just happen to have a scrap. So we'll see what we're doing here. Let's see. Line it up like this. I think that looks about right. Who knows? Okay. So I'm going to use the grid on the door here. And it looks good to me. That doesn't mean it is. It just means it looks good to me. We shall see. All right, so I'm going to use my is it gray granite? Yep, gray granite. Oh, I got it right. I'm going to ink that up, and then I'm going to go voila. And it's a little cocky. It's just a little bit pointing down. So I'm going to move this. Goodness gracious. I don't know about these double magnet things. I don't know that that's a good idea, y'all. Whew, it's hard to get off. Okay, so I'm going to just tilt this down just a wee. I wonder if that fixes it. I don't know. We'll just see right quick. And I didn't ink it back up because, you know, this isn't real. Okay, that looks great. Okay, so I'm sure there's a better way to do that, but, you know, y'all know I fly by the seat of my pants, right? Okay, here we go. We're stamping. Yay! That looks amazing. Wishes for a lifetime of love and happiness. Because it's too late to go back now, right? Y'all have already bought the wedding license, the marriage license. Too late. You're stuck. Haha, just teasing. I've been married for almost 42 years. And I like to make little marriage jokes, but, you know, he's a keeper. I don't know as much as I am, but he is. Okay, so I'm cleaning this off. And yes, it's a hot mess, and that drives me nuts, but I try not to look at it. And I leave it open so it doesn't get all yucky or whatever it might do in there. This is hard because I added that other magnet, y'all. Okay, when I put this away, I just don't pick up these 2 magnets together. I just put them like that. And actually, I take this out and I put it here, and then I put this guy here, and I've got a cute little case I keep it in. That's, again, not Stampin' Up. Okay. So, we've cleaned this. I like to put things back as I go so that, you know, I don't lose something. And when I get my stamps now, I do just punch them out, and I leave this frame in here, so to speak, because I can, at a glance, I can look at it and see whether or not they're all there. But if you've thrown those away, you can look right here and see you should have 6. Okay. Alrighty, so we've got that stamped, and now we need to make our little tufted part. Okay, now with the tufted part, it depends on your big shot. Let me make sure I'm in. Yay! Okay, I'm still in. And I cannot see your comments. I'm sorry. You know that's how it goes. Anyway. I had to make a couple of practice runs to see. The big shots are not all exact, okay? They're not all the exact same thing. Some of them have a little less pressure, some of them have a little more, but we'll see. We'll see how we do with this, because I did use a different big shot when I made that sample. This is my 5 1/4 by 4, and this is my embossing folder. I'm just going to kind of put it in there like that. Close it down. I'm using tab 1 and just one shim here. Now, Stampin' Up! Has a new platform that's not all connected, which makes a whole lot of sense. I've been wanting to take mine apart forever, but I just hadn't done it. And it may be a little different configuration than this, but here you go. And notice too, now it came out like this. So this is the back, all right? The way that this closes with Stampin' Up, actually this is the front of the folder. So that's what will come out of the front. Now it's important to know that, because if you're using designer series paper or something that you want this side only to show, or if you're putting some inks on here or watercolors or something like that, you're going to want, this is going to be your front. So it's always good to know what's the front. All right. So we're done with that. Alrighty then, we'll put him over here. Now, again, we're going to look at this, and we've already stamped the inside. All we got to do now is get our ribbon. This is our little ribbon right here. And there's a couple of ways to do this, because this layer is going to be on here and the ribbon goes underneath the layer. And there's a couple of ways to do this. There's what Robin Carden, the pink stamper, has always called the cheater method. And you just put a piece of tape to hold it down. I kind of like that method, but on this one I did glue it down. And I just used my snail adhesive. Okay, so there we go with that, and we're going to make a itty bitty ribbon to tie on the right here, and it is just a simple ribbon. It's nothing fancy, and it's the thing with this particular ribbon here is that it's kind of hard to get a tight knot. I like a tight knot, but we're just not going to get one with this. So when I put my glue dot on there, I'm just going to be sure it holds it well. So that, I think that's a nice size. Might be a little big. Please hold. Okay, I sure wish I could see y'all's comments. I was using some software that's like $300 a year, and I decided, you know, when I get 1,000 1,000 subscribers, I might just treat myself to that. But right now, no, that's a little pricey. So then by the time that rolls around, by the time I get 1,000 subscribers, it'll probably be free software, right? Okay, these are my glue dots, and this is my Scary Dental tool that I've introduced many, many times in my videos. I'm just going to pick up 2 pieces like this, and I want to show you something that is replacing my Scary Dental tool. Well, it probably will never replace it, but I'm going to show you something Stampin' Up! Has come up with in just a minute. Okay, so we got our little ribbon on, and we're just going to give it a little snip, snip, a snip, and a snip. There we go. Isn't that cute? So I found out my niece is getting married in November, I think, and I just came in here and made her a card. I mean, boom, there you go. All right, so that's done, and we're going to use the very dirty mono liquid glue, and this thing gets sticky, and I don't like sticky. A lot of y'all don't. I mean, who does? But anyway, it gets like really sticky, so I just put Scotch tape all over the label, and I'm so happy with it now. I love it now. Now, the reason I'm using this is because of this folder. this textured dynamic folder. It's just so much thicker, and it comes up so much more off of your card that you do want something that kind of will really hold it on there. Okay, so I open my card up. I'm going to double check. Sentiment is right there where it should be. And I'm just going to put it on here. And also with this glue, you can kind of slide it around a little bit. That's kind of cool. I mean, how easy is this? You could be making this while they're having the rehearsal dinner. And I'm not kidding. You're like, oh my gosh, I forgot a card. And, you know, you run to your stash and whip up something. Okay, so now I'm going to show you. This is called Take Your Pick Tool. And you guys are seeing it for the first time because I've not even used it yet. It has, okay, on this end, come on now. Okay, on this end it's got some kind of putty that's already sticking out. And that's not so unique to the trade. I mean, I've got one over here that has that. But this is really good for sequins and little jewels and little things like that. All right, and the whole thing is replaceable. You can just buy a new one and bada bing. And the more you tighten it, the more putty comes out. So we don't want to tighten it right now. This side here, there's an unlock and a lock. So I'm going to turn it and unlock it. And there's a paper piercing tool there. There's a Scooby-Doo right here. I don't know what it's called, but I'm calling it a Scooby-Doo. All right. We're going to use that today. And then your, not embossing, but, whatever. The little tool that I can never remember this word. It's terrible. Whatever this is, that's what this does. And it's got a large tip and a small tip. And I'm sure there's an exact measurement for that. And this is the refill for your putty thingy. So it's like the Swiss Army knife of crafting. It really is. Okay, so I'm going to try it. I haven't used it yet before. And you can use any kind of little pearls on this. All right, I'm going to be a little clumsy with it at first because, you know, like I said, I have not used this before. You want to go there? Okay, fine. You can go there. All right, so the idea is you just scoop one of these off. And, come on now. I am not a good advertisement for this thing right here because I'm just now learning, y'all. I'm just learning. And I'm teaching y'all. Okay, here we go. Scoop, and there you go. See? And you just keep going dot, 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 dot until, bam, you get this fabulous card. And isn't that just pretty? It's just sweet and pretty. And you put your little $100 bill in there, or $2. I gave him $1. You can put your little money in there, or you can doozy it up a bit and slip a gift card if you want to make like a gift card holder with it. Super simple, super pretty. I just think it's very elegant. And that is my video for today. Thank you all for joining me. And again, I'm sorry I can't see your comments. That fancy software did that for me. But if you have any questions, just let me know here. And you can see all of these items in my store. There's a link right here. And oh, hello, whoever's watching. I cannot see you. There's a little link here for my store and for Paper Pumpkin and all kinds of things. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for stopping by. Be blessed. Toodles.